Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language, and I honestly can't remember if I did my intro in the last video that I filmed. Fun times around here. Today, I am here with the glasses tag. This was created by two creators that I look up to, admire, and kind of call friends. Okay, it's created by Lacey over at Spooky Lips and Fat Hips and Abby Williamson. Lacey is a true friend, IRL, internet, whatever. Abby, I've been following her for quite a few years, and I'm a patron and I'm a fan, and I don't know, thanks to the Half Cousins podcast, I feel like I kind of have interacted with her more in the last year than I ever did before. Weird internet friendship relationships aside, they created the glasses tag. Hell, I was called out in Lacey's video to do this tag. So in my wildest YouTube dreams, I don't know if I ever expected another creator to say, hey, you, specifically you, Emily, should be doing this tag. So here I am. I was gonna do the tag anyway, and then she specifically called me out by name in the video, and I was like, oh, I guess this is what it feels like to feel special. Oh my god, this is great. The internet is just, it's weird. I love it, but sometimes it makes me feel weird in all the good and bad ways. And I'm in a weird headspace too, so welcome to my video. Question 1, is nearsighted or farsighted? Feel free to explain. Neither. I have astigmatism. My very, very simplified explanation of what astigmatism is that everything is blurry. Things up close are blurry. Things far away are blurry. Things in middle ground are blurry. Everything is blurry. It's kind of like being underwater in a swimming pool and the chlorine is too heavy and everything is just blurry. It's kind of like what it is with this. So the next question is, how long have you been wearing glasses? I've been wearing them since I was in kindergarten. So 30 years now, about-ish, roughly. Yeah, I remember my first pair was definitely red. They might have been plastic, they might have been metal, I don't remember, but they were definitely red, and I was definitely in kindergarten. I'm assuming that as soon as I got into a classroom, they could tell I couldn't really read, couldn't see the board, thus I went to the eye doctor. So it's been a while. Oh wait, I already did this in the wrong order. The second question was, how often do you wear glasses? All the time? Here's the God, I'm gonna say this phrase, I'm sorry. Here's the real tea. I've worn glasses less since starting this YouTube thing because I do my makeup on camera and I can't do my makeup with glasses on. But all the time, outside of doing my makeup or taking a shower, or sleeping. But there's not a moment that I'm not gonna ever leave the house or try to do work or read a book or anything without my glasses. The fourth question is, have you ever been teased for wearing glasses? Sure, yeah, but I definitely got more shit for being fat because I've been fat since I was born. So while I can remember vaguely teasing for glasses, the fat thing was always the first on the list of what people are gonna call out about me. The fifth question is, have you ever debated getting LASIX? I can't get behind the thought of optionally letting a doctor clamp my eyes open. And that's the first thing I ever learned about LASIX. And so thus I was horrified and I decided that probably wasn't ever for me. The other thing I have heard is that your vision can still change with LASIX over the years, which makes sense. We're always we're always growing and changing. Realistically, for me, I could never think about the financial choice of having a surgery to then have those effects possibly go away. Now, if I had some situation where health insurance was like, it's free, LASIX is on the house, don't worry about it, maybe. But because I have worn glasses since I was so young, they just kind of feel like a part of who I am. I do take a lot more pictures now without my glasses on because I like showing off my makeup, and that's really how I do it. but like my avatar for a website or a like iconic photo of me, I feel like should be in my glasses. So I never see myself without glasses when I think of myself. So I guess maybe I'd consider LASIK one day, but probably not. The sixth question is, how many pairs of glasses do you own and wear regularly? So right now, this is my only pair, which makes me nervous because I'm a klutzy human being and I like having backup pair. Okay, so Zenai Optical changed my relationship with glasses buying and my thought process on how many glasses I could own at a time. I'm not sponsored, I'm not a shill. I do have a link in my description box for like to sign up for them because I do get a little, I think it's like I get $5 if you make an order, but they give that to anybody that's a customer. I love their site because they're super affordable. So growing up, glasses were, for one of my first memories, my mom mentioned a number of like $300 to $500 for the prescription and the frame and everything. That's what happens if you go to a lens crafters, you don't have a primo health insurance plan and you're paying out of pocket, you're spending that much for like that prescription and frames at the time. And then it was like probably late college or maybe right after college that a friend of mine discovered the website Zenai. And basically you need your prescription. There's one part of the prescription that doctors don't typically give, but if you ask for it, they should give it to you. It's the PD. A lot of eye doctors will like push back on giving you that information because once you ask for that, they generally know you're not buying eyeglasses from them. You're gonna go get it online, but they should give it to you. Just ask. Once you have your prescription, you go on there and there's so many frames. And generally, it's kind of like a lot of those services that you can find these days where like there's a base price and everything is an add-on. You can legitimately get frames and lenses for like $10 and up. So, you know, if you want certain coatings or different, if you need different thickness of lenses or whatever, there's add-on prices. I think these like frames with everything was under $40. So yes, if you go in and get like a more expensive frame and get all the different coatings and everything, you might get closer to, let's say, Warby Parker prices, which are $99, but I still think you can get a lot of those good add-ons for pretty good frames for definitely under $75 in my opinion, if not cheaper. And Abby had a good tip. So Warby Parker does have a try-on program. I've never done it, but you can pick out 5 pairs to try on for 5 days. And her tip was really smart of once you try on glasses, you'll see measurements that are related to the glasses. And once you have a sense of like, okay, so there's a certain measurement that's this width, and there's a certain measurement that's this width, and then like maybe this width. And once you have a sense of the kinds of frames you like and their rough kind of sizing, you can also search on Zenni by that like size range. You can search by material, all of this. I sound like a fucking ad and I'm not. I just really like the site. It's not foolproof. Like when I first got these frames, I didn't like them on me at all, but I had returned another pair and then got these with return credit, and so I couldn't return these. So I held onto them, and then like a year later, I fell in love with them and I've worn them ever since. And I know there's a lot of glasses sites out there nowadays besides like Warby Parker. Zenni is probably one of the first ones, and I still like it. And I think that it has such a huge diversity of frames. If you looked at Warby Parker and thought that's not really my style, maybe check out a site like Zenni where you have like a huge range of options. And also that goes back to like, I would love to buy a couple of different pairs, and then almost every pair on their site you can get the lenses like sunglasses. So like I want to go in and get some prescription sunglasses, and I'd love to have a couple of pairs to change up my style, have a backup pair, all of that good stuff. I do really think that glasses can be a part of your style, and you can choose to customize them or have a variety, and it's way more reasonable in 2019 than it was in like 2000. Jesus Christ, I sounded like a fucking ad for 5 minutes, but that's my relationship with glasses. Number 7 is best mascara. Essence Lash Princess. I love the waterproof version. I know Lacey and Abby both love the other non-waterproof versions. This is easily what I'm going to rebuy for the foreseeable future. And then the next question is false lashes, yes or no? This is the interesting question because I have recently had a little bit more interest in false lashes, mainly because of the invention of magnetic lashes. And now Kiss and Ardell and Eylure are all making magnetic liner and lashes. So I tried the original magnetic lashes from Kiss, one of those brands where it's like a sandwich that you have to put on, and I could not do it. I cannot apply false lashes with glue. For me, my astigmatism and the size of my eyes, I just cannot do it. It never works out. Seeing the magnetic liner and like lashes, I am tempted to pick them up. I thought about doing like maybe trying them out on my channel. I'm not against the idea of, I think Lacey even said this, and these are individual thoughts that just happen to collide on the internet. Little like quarter lashes or half lashes for the outer corner of my eyes. I'm into that idea. So I watched Bad to the Brows review of the different drugstore magnetic lash kits, and I think I would pick up the Kiss lashes if I did it. When I have some disposable income to waste, that might be happening. Question 9 is best base products for minimal transfer. I've honestly always had transfer issues. I try not to wear very heavy bases on a daily basis. Bases on a basis. I tend to do concealer under my eyes and on my nose, and sometimes here or there. Sometimes I'll do a tinted moisturizer or that kind of thing. So for me, I definitely think a matte setting powder is key. The Too Faced Peach Perfect powder I do like, and I'll use that under my eyes and all on my nose to try to eliminate that kind of transfer, but it still really does. It's not really a good question for me. I just generally think I have to set my face. Usually I also spray my face down with like an all-nighter or other like setting spray, not a dewy spray. I think one of the bonuses of just always wearing glasses and not taking them off and putting them back on is that if there's transfer or if it looks bad, like if I'm wearing my glasses, you can sometimes see that happening, but usually you don't see it. I don't feel like I see it until I take my glasses off. So I guess that's the perk of being pretty challenged with my vision, is that I'm not taking my glasses off during the day. Just not doing it. Question number 10 is what is one misconception that people have about wearing makeup with glasses? That you can't be bold or colorful or any kind of over the top or, stylish with your makeup. So I think for some people, I think it depends on your frames. Like I've heard different things from different people. Some people have frames that magnify, like when you're looking at your face, they magnify the space behind the frames. So there's some like distortion. And then for other people, they just feel like it's blocking their makeup look. I'm easy to veer into the last question. So I just want to say that like, I think you can do whatever you want with your makeup when you're wearing glasses. I mean, you can do a bold highlighter, you can do a heavy blush, you can do a lot of bronzer, you can do a bright colorful eye or a deep smoky eye or a bare eye or whatever. You can wear false lashes, although I do hear people say that like you'll probably end up having your lashes touch the frame, so whatever. But my general thought behind makeup with everybody and anybody is that you can do whatever the fuck you want. And going into the last question, it's just about how you do it and how you make sure that your makeup is visible behind your glasses. So that's the last question, is tricks for making your makeup more visible behind your glasses. My first trick is to just go big. Just do it. Like so I think my mindset is almost like big and simple. And simple doesn't have to mean boring. I just mean, instead of building like multiple deepening shades in your crease and whatever, especially if you have eyes like mine, between the shape of my eye and the glasses, if I had like multiple subtle, gradation of colors, you're just not going to see it. But if you have like a lot of color, or even if it's all neutral, if you blow it out bigger so that even if you're like blocked by the glare of the glasses, you'll still see it. Also with like texture and shimmer, like go for it, because the glasses might actually increase the sparkle depending on how the light shines through them. And if it doesn't, if it decreases the sparkle, then if you go a little bit bigger, if you take the shimmer up a little higher than you normally would, or if you bring the shimmer down to your lower lash line, like just go bigger. Lacey said in her video, like, take your wing bigger. I wouldn't know that, but I definitely think I can take the dimension of my eyeshadow out further. Like my makeup ends where like my glasses hit my face in a way, and the lower lash line too. You can definitely do a lot there, because especially if you have bigger frames like these, you have that window basically to your lash line. I also love doing like a really bright inner corner, like even something funky like this, something like a really intense inner corner at all angles. You're not always gonna see it, but then when you do catch it, you're like, oh, I can see that. Like even for me on camera, I don't always see this inner corner at the same intensity, because sometimes my glasses to me are kind of visually deterring from them. But then when I do see it, I'm like, oh fuck, there you are, great. I love Lacey's trick of the like white or colorful mascara on the lower lash line, although I don't know if I love the ColourPop mascaras like she does. I would love to find some other colorful mascaras, because my one experience with the white mascara was just like clump city. Oh, apply, if you're a highlighter bitch, look at your highlighter with your glasses on. So I apply my makeup without my glasses on. It's just what I'm comfortable doing. But then like I try to look and see like, okay, can you see it? Yes. Whereas if I had brought this highlighter up a little closer to my eye, you wouldn't be able to see it as much. You can also see like, do I catch it over this frame, or, if you put it on the bridge of your nose, like I'm almost noticing that a little bit, where maybe I concentrated the highlight right where my glasses are sitting rather than a little bit below it or above it. So my thoughts are, if you constantly do your makeup and you put your glasses on and you feel like, oh, I can't even see my makeup, make the makeup bigger, make it bolder, make it more blown out, make it more smoky, like whatever you're doing, take it further. That's the thing, is that sometimes you have to go more intense, because again, you have this glass in between your eyes and the makeup. I think there's something with like the glasses, part of the glasses, that can sometimes like desaturate whatever you have behind it. If you're putting on your glasses after doing your makeup and you feel like you can't see it, just go bolder, do more. I also love texture on my lids and my eyes with glasses. That's why I love my JD Glow shadows. That's why, even as neutral as it is, that new Nabla palette, that's all texturally shimmery, looks really interesting. So I think you can play with what's going on in more like punchy and intentional ways. But I'm also like kind of just saying just do it, because I've never felt like glasses stopped me from like doing makeup. Not that I was always into it this much, but I've always had some interest. If nothing else, if you're still not totally comfortable with like the effort you put on your eyes, then Play with heavy blush or blush draping, or play with bolder lips. I know bold lips is what everybody recommends for glasses, you know, or play with a bigger wing on your eyes, or go heavier on your mascara. You can baby step into it, but in terms of eye makeup, I just say just fucking go for it. No timidity, just do it. Is that it? I like talking about glasses and makeup, and I want the tag to end. That was really fun. Thank you for creating the tag, Abby and Lacey. I'm not sure who created what, but thank you. If you are a glasses wearer, I tag you. I want to hear other people's perspective. I will have Abby's video and Lacey's video also linked in the description box. You should definitely go watch them if you haven't seen it already. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. I have recently launched a Patreon. If you have any interest in supporting me or just seeing what I'm doing over there, my creative endeavors, I will also have that linked in the description box. And thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.